There comes a moment in every man's life where things go sideways, not just inconvenient but catastrophic. Your back's against the wall, everything's at stake, and there's no script to follow. It's in that moment the world separates the untrained from the unbreakable, the reactive from the rooted, the boys from the men. And it has nothing to do with volume, nothing to do with rage. It has everything to do with one thing: composure. First, neuroticism, the silent saboteur. Modern psychology calls it neuroticism, one of the 5 core dimensions of personality. It's not about having feelings, it's about how you handle them. Costa and McRae 1992 define neuroticism as the tendency to experience chronic negative emotions like anxiety, irritability, and self-doubt. It's the voice in your head that always assumes the worst. It's the surge of panic when things don't go to plan. It's the inability to regulate yourself under stress. And for men, it's fatal. According to a meta-analysis published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, high levels of neuroticism correlate strongly with poor stress management, lower leadership scores, and reduced success under pressure. Second, the world doesn't pause for panic. History doesn't remember the man who screamed, it remembers the one who solved the problem. Captain Sully Sullenberger didn't scream when both engines failed over New York. He analyzed, he assessed, he landed on the Hudson with 155 lives intact. The astronauts on Apollo 13 didn't throw tantrums. They calmly improvised a return plan from 200,000 miles away with oxygen fading fast. Composure is not just noble, it's effective. Third, pressure, the arena where men are forged. Pressure reveals character. According to Dr. Kelly, in her work, The Upside of Stress, those who view stress as a challenge instead of a threat develop resilience. They don't flinch, they frame it. They use pressure to get sharper, not shaken. The difference between calm and the panicked, it's not the chaos around them, it's the conversation inside them. Fourth, calm leaders are trusted leaders. According to landmark Harvard Business Review study, emotional self-regulation is the #1 predictor of leadership effectiveness. Not charisma, not IQ. Calm under pressure. Why? Because composure is contagious. If a leader is steady, the team feels safe. If the leader cracks, the mission unravels. Great generals, CEOs, surgeons, and pilots don't lead through force, they lead through presence. Fifth, panic, the emotion of the untrained. Panic is instinct, calm is learned discipline. Research from the US Army Research Institute found that elite soldiers show slower heart rates, better decision making, and increased focus under live fire combat stress compared to civilians or novice troops. Lieberman et al. Why? Because composure was trained into their nervous system. You don't rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of your training. Sixth, high neuroticism destroys relationships. Let's take this to the home front. A man who panics constantly doesn't just destroy himself, he destabilizes his partner too. According to Wiedemann, Letterman, and Gropp 2016, high neuroticism in men leads to increased emotional volatility, conflict escalation, lower relationship satisfaction. A woman does not want a perfect man. She wants a centered man. When a man lacks emotional composure, it doesn't just rattle the room, it makes others feel unsafe, unprotected, unled. Seventh, composure is equal to cognitive superiority. Your brain literally works better when calm. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning and decision making, shuts down during panic. In contrast, calm states activate high-level thinking. Dr. Andrew Huberman of Stanford emphasizes that deliberate breathing and grounded focus restore cognition under stress. This isn't spirituality, it's neuroscience. Stillness creates clarity. Clarity leads to power. 8. Testosterone, neuroticism, and masculinity. Here's a controversial but real link. Low testosterone is biologically tied to higher neuroticism and emotional instability. A study from psychoneuroendocrinology found a negative correlation between testosterone levels and neuroticism in healthy men. Zitzman, 2006. This doesn't mean panic is a hormone issue alone, but it means biology does influence behavior. Strong mind, balanced body, clear emotions. This triad builds the man who doesn't just survive, he thrives. 9th, training calm as a skill. So how do you become calm? You train it like a muscle. Cold exposure, it builds resistance to discomfort. Delayed gratification trains patience under tension. Hard conversation strengthens emotional control. Stillness practice calms your nervous system on command. It's not about becoming numb, it's about becoming non reactive. 10th, masculine frame in modern society. In a world full of noise, outrage, and constant panic, a calm man stands out like steel in a room of paper. He's the one who doesn't chase, doesn't yell, doesn't fold. He commands. He leads. He handles. A calm man isn't a weak man. He's a trained man. It's from Alpha Reflections. 11th, why women gravitate towards calm men. In evolutionary psychology, women are wired to detect emotional stability in mates. A man who panics signals weakness, not just socially, but biologically. According to Dr. David Buss, women consistently rate confidence and composure as top traits in mate selection because, in primal terms, composure is equal to safety and safety equals survival, and survival always trumps flash. 12th, the calm is king. Every man in the room feels the pressure, but only one knows what to do with it. And that's the man who wins, the man who leads, the man who breathes, the man who becomes the anchor when everyone else is drowning. So don't chase volume, don't chase rage, don't chase chaos. Train composure. Master the art of being unshaken. Build your nervous system into a fortress. Reframe pressure as your playground. Because in this world, the loud break, the reactive burn out, but the calm becomes king.